we are going to get back to playing some Persona 5. I think we're going to be going back into that palace today after we finish convincing the rest of the Phantom Thieves that their current reality is a lie and tear them away from their happiness, which sucks.
I am
sucks,
the
sucks,
law.
sucks. To play Dead Space. You're playing Dead Space tomorrow? Oh boy. Oh boy. Dead Space has a lore that kind of intrigues me a little bit, but like I don't like, having seen Dustin play some of it, I just don't know if it's not my I just don't think it's my thing. But you have fun with that, Rocket. Oh, well, if you were triple dog dared, you had no choice. I think we all understand that. I can't believe this is Morgana. Who are we waking up now? Yeah, it's the rules of the Sandlot.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Forever. Stop that. No. Every time, man. Shibuya roll call. My name is Kevin. Yeah, that is my name. Yeah. My name is Kevin. Yeah, because that's my name.
Wow, Bill.
Ryuji or Haru? Let's wake up Ryuji. Now we get to remind him he's not on the track team anymore. Auntie, you've had the worst luck. I feel awful for you. All your mugs are breaking. None of your tech is working. I'm so sorry. And it's not hard to remember Kevin's roll call because it was so simple and stupid. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You mean you got scouted by that college?
Whoa!
Pipe down, stupid. I'm not saying for sure or nothing yet. Anyway, I'm just saying the school's gotten word of something like that. Still, that rules. You even made it onto the podium at Nationals, too. I was worried about what would happen after you screwed up your knee, but I'm glad you were able to bounce back.
No way, man.
You're still jumping the gun with this. I'm just trying my best so I don't get laughed off the team by you guys. Oh. Gilly, what are you doing here? It's still winter break. Oh, maybe he stopped by to congratulate you too? Man, someone sure is popular. Is there anywhere you want to go eat after practice? It's our treat today. Oh, that's nice of you guys. How about an extra large beef bowl and some pork miso soup? Miso is something I haven't quite gotten adjusted to, but I would definitely be willing to try this dish. Hey, why don't you come with us, Gilly? Enjoying the return to track? Yeah, it's fun, but what do you mean? It's just what I like doing, you know? I get all down when I'm not running. So your leg's fine now?
Hey!
My leg? Oh, you're worried about me? That's totally fine, dude. No problems there since that injury a while back.
Whoa! Fix, you're amazing. See ya.
Good evening. Yeah, I like how Fix puts this apology on Discord. Like, hey man, life's been super busy. I've been reevaluating priorities, and I haven't been able to spend time in people's streams like I used to. And it's an apology just in case people have noticed, and everything's cool and all that. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But I notice he still has time for the drive-by mute. Just like, oh look, Gilly's live. Mute, go away, blah blah blah. Bye. Alright, so I think the last one is Haru. Oh, perfect. I'm glad I could fit into your routine somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped.
Measure twice, mute twice. That's the saying, right? Alright, where am I going now? No! So I think it is just Haru. I don't think it's going to make me choose. This, like, weird lightning stuff is strange. To the promenade! So we can spend time at Quark's bar. So there is one more day. Is there someone I'm forgetting? We woke up Makoto. I think we've hit everybody. Akechi's already awake. Yeah. Oh, is this one where her fiance's not a scumbag? Oh, her dad. Oh. No, we hit Yusuke last stream. Because he was so happy that the Sayuri was up on display. The amount of pedestrian traffic here is well within our threshold. This would make a fine location for a new store.
This is taking too long! I'm gonna miss the farmer's market!
Oh, sorry, I'll speed up the dialogue.
Yes.
Agree! Research as this community is most interested in high-quality ingredients and modern store design. Perhaps this location should focus more on organic produce and a simple but elegant interior.
My.
Oh, Gilly-kun, I didn't expect to run into you here. Look, I'm trying. You complained. I'm trying to speed it up. What are you up to? I'm helping out my father today. We're here to inspect a potential site for a new company store. Is this a friend of yours? Yes, he's been a wonderful friend to me. He's an underclassman at my school. Oh, to think you'd have a male friend, Haru. And other normal things that dads say. Or are you truly just friends?
Wait.
Geez, father, don't jump to conclusions like that. Ha ha ha. Calm down, Haru. I was merely teasing. But still, were such a man to appear in your life, make sure you tell me right away, understand? Oh, so the fiance's gone. She just straight up erased his butt. Oh, Father, is that jealousy I'm detecting? It's been quite some time since I last saw Haru like this. You must truly be a wonderful friend for her. Please keep being as good to her as you've been. After all, my daughter's happiness is my own happiness. Oh, would you care to do something together, Gilly-kun? Well, I mean, if you're going to leave it all open-ended like that. We have a bit of free time, so we could go grab a coffee or something. How's business?
I'm not so sure.
I don't know all the details. I'm just helping out my father. He's been busy, but the staff has been holding up their own end. They're out scouting new business locations, too. All in all, I'd like to think things are going quite well. What will you do next? Huh? Well, my next steps would be... I plan to work alongside my father and help him. What is this? I feel as if I'm forgetting something. I'll be waiting for you. Oh, okay.
Excuse me?
What? Not just now. That was... Haru? What's the matter? Ah, nothing, Father. Nothing really. You must be getting exhausted after all this surveying. Why don't we take a break somewhere? My apologies for cutting this short. I do hope we'll have the chance to speak more in the future. Until next time. Seems all I can do now is wait. I think that's everybody. So maybe... I mean, are we going to send a calling card to Maruki? What are we doing here?
It's me.
Okay.
I've uncovered a few things in my investigation this week, so I thought I'd share my findings with you.
How kind. By all means.
First, regarding Maruki himself. He's been researching the treatment of patients through changes in their cognitions since his college years. You already knew about that, correct?
Yeah, we kind of sort of helped him, and, yeah.
Maruki's work apparently had enough investors that he was planning to break ground on a research facility somewhere. And as you know, those plans never came to fruition. His funding was cut off, and his research was ended for him.
So his research was stalled. Did something happen? Seems like an odd question, but...
It's probable. However, we can't be certain of the reason why. At least with our current understanding. What was the purpose of his research into cognitive science? Doesn't it feel like there's more to the story?
It feels like drive-bys. Oh, Fix, relax. It's fine. I mean, you do the same thing that I do in several other people's streams. I only talk for like a couple minutes, but I'm there mostly the whole time.
For example, maybe his research was stymied by someone else for their own reasons. Anyway, that's all I could dig up about Maruki's history. The only thing that's become clearer is his stance on using cognitive science. He's dead serious about saving people.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, this is the first one that's actually kind of like a misguided good guy. That's the villain here. Oh yeah, Fix? Oh yeah, Fix? You do that. Yeah, the problem is you would actually do that. I will do... Oh, yeah?
He distorted reality itself to make his dream come true. I can only imagine how delighted he is right now.
How did he do that, though?
That reminds me. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you. About the reality Maruki's put us in. It seems that Kumara and Wakaba are both considered alive by all accounts.
Yeah. Why would I ask either of these questions? I've seen them both. And see, the problem with Fix is that I know Fix will follow through on this threat, and he'll call me out on it at some random time when I will have completely forgotten this entire exchange. There's very rarely an idle threat from Fix. Have fun, buddy. Hashtag professional. What do you mean?
They aren't mere illusions or cognitive beings. They truly are alive and existing in this world. In fact, their deaths seem to have never taken place at all in this reality.
Duh. And the Phantom... Why would I ask this? We are already getting information about this. And the Phantom Thieves?
They seem to have been causing a stir in society, just like in our original reality. But Shido alone was arrested on the crime of attempting to overthrow the government. Basically, in this reality, you and I haven't committed any crimes. I don't understand how Maruki was able to distort reality to such extremes.
This is the question that I have. Like, this goes beyond just the change of heart mechanism.
But at the very least, he was being honest when he told us that he'd make such revisions, and rather convenient ones.
It's so weird. The story of a therapist gone too far. What do you make of it?
Remaining in this Maruki revised reality means living under his thumb forever. And I refuse to live like that. I'll be the one to choose my path.
What this storyline honestly reminds me of is there was a Treehouse of Horror episode from The Simpsons where Bart had absolute power in his reality and he could read minds. And he forced everyone in Springfield to be happy or else. Maybe. There's no proof, though.
That's how I've lived up to now. And it's going to continue from here.
Wait, what did he
till
just say? To choose my own path, right.
the end. But what about you? You saw them for yourself, didn't you? Your friends seem to have taken a liking to Maruki's version of reality. Don't tell me you've changed your mind after seeing them.
There's no point in living a lie. Don't worry about it.
I see. I pray your answer doesn't change when we face Maruki tomorrow. That takes care of the info I wanted to share. See you soon.
So weird working with, like, all facades down Akechi. He's kind of creepy and more than a little threatening. See you in Odaiba.
Are you going somewhere tomorrow?
Morgana is the hardest change to adapt to. With Akechi to the stadium.
With Akechi? You guys are really hitting it off lately. Of course, that's not a bad thing. Hey, so, about what you said before, you know, that stuff about my happiness? Sorry, it's nothing. Good night.
That does surprise me a bit too. Like, Morgana specifically said he wanted to look like that model so that he could date on. But he's just here sleeping on the sofa. He's just a guy version of the cat. Oh no. Oh, I knew it. Well, I'm glad I can inspire you to build something new, Fix. Yeah, hang on. This is what Fix just sent me. And it's specifically meant to track me. It's not universal. If it was universal, that would be like, oh, I gave Fix a good idea. A way for him to track this right. No, it's me, specifically. That's what I was just saying. Like, Fix will follow through on a threat. I didn't! Should go to bed early tonight. Let's do it.
So, you came.
Giggity.
Based on the look in your eyes, I'm guessing your friends aren't going to be of any use to us.
They'll come around.
Oh, yes. Because I'm sure you're all just as close as you were before reality was changed.
Listen, Captain Bitterness, calm it down. It's gonna be okay.
Well, there's no point in griping about it out here. Are you ready? As I mentioned
Just
yesterday,
the two of us?
it's quite likely that we'll have to confront Maruki
We can
physically.
make it if we
you're not prepared for such a
try.
contingency, then please go and take care of your affairs as quickly as possible.
Let's do it.
Just the two of us without
How about this?
Yoshizawa. This is not going to go
No.
well.
Let us depart.
Excuse me, is, Whoa. Hey guys.
Looks like we've all had the same idea.
Are you here to speak with him as well?
Kinda. So, he's not here?
Duh.
He left around noon. Said he was meeting up with Akechi.
Sojiro said if we need to talk about stuff, we can use this place for a while.
Cool.
You know, he asked me the other day, something along the lines of whether or not I'm okay with how things are. At first I didn't know what he was talking about, but as he kept going, his words started making my chest feel all tight.
That's called
I know what you
anxiety.
mean. And ever since then, it's like something isn't right in my heart anymore.
I have no complaints about my current life. On the contrary, in fact. I am truly happy with it.
But that
So,
wording
in
makes
that
it
case,
sound like you are aware there's a change.
What is this inkling of a feeling I have deep in my soul?
Damn it. I'm so bad at figuring out this sort of stuff.
I don't like it when people talk this kind of way. It's kind of like, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, stupid Gilly. Like, don't talk like that. I don't like it when people legitimately talk down about themselves. It bothers me. Like, if you want to cast humor in a self-deprecating way, by all means. But, like, don't be serious about it.
Hey, do you think maybe we're all running away from something super important?
Yeah.
I've been kind of wondering for a while now. Maybe the reason his words hurt so much is because he's right. But I was too scared to admit that for some reason. That's why I pretended I didn't understand what he meant.
Sometimes the truth does hurt.
When I was speaking with him, I felt like I caught a glimpse of this mysterious sight. Something that shouldn't have happened, but still, I felt like I shouldn't turn away from it.
I think that there is some, like, small, minute detail that we never notice that dogs pick up on. Like a specific frequency of a plastic bag crinkling, where a dog knows, like, oh, this is her getting something I can eat, versus, oh, this is her opening, like, a bag of screws for some project or whatever. There's something about it. Like, they pick up on habits and routines and stuff a lot better than we do.
Same here.
And myself as well. It seems that we really have lost sight of something precious to us after all.
That might be, but I'm so scared to remember what it is.
Dogs are
I
always on
remember
the
that.
scout for
I
treats.
feel like my life as I know it is gonna end.
Oh, Futaba.
Yeah.
But even still, I don't want to feel this way anymore either.
Me too.
Guess that's it, huh? He was trying to tell us all something important, and I bet he's probably still working on it somewhere.
Morgana
No way
knows
I'm
where.
gonna bail on him just so I can keep running from whatever it is.
When I had that strange experience you all mentioned, I saw him and the rest of us there together. I want to believe the connection we share here is a genuine one.
Well, I know if we don't do something soon, we're gonna lose our connection with him. Don't ask how I know. It just feels like the truth to me.
I admit I am happy right now, but I just can't accept the situation as it is. I'm done with trying to escape my problems.
Huh?
Whoa. Morgana's a cat again. Oh, absolutely. Let's figure out where Maruki is first. I don't want to waste any time wandering about aimlessly. Come on, Akechi. Wandering about aimlessly is one of the things I do best. We encountered an information guide after going up that elevator. If he intends to welcome us in so graciously, perhaps we'll come across another guide soon. Before I forget, I suspect the battles are going to get even tougher from here on out due to our lack of manpower. Duh!
If I must.
Focusing on our own abilities is fine and all, but depending on the situation, it'll be more efficient to team up. The combination move we pulled off before, that wasn't half bad.
All right.
Of course, that all depends on whether or not you can keep up with me. Terrific. That's a choice. You can actually choose not to wake anyone up and just keep going to sleep every day for that week. Oh, that would be crazy, man. I would never want to do that. But it does sound like an interesting challenge. Just you and Akechi against the world. That depends on what we discover about Maruki. And we'll go in here. Yoink. Still nothing there. I think it was somewhere around here. VIP patients identified. We will now begin the grand tour. The auditorium is now open. The master awaits you there with the patient you seek. Please enter through the door on the left-hand side of the entrance hall. Just as I thought. They're politely informing us of their location. That must be the door. Let's go. We will do that in a moment.
I hope you have a happy life.
Oh, wrong door.
Shall we take a...
I'm expecting we're
I'll
probably
just
about
end
to
this.
die or have something else happen, so I'm trying to save after any kind of cutscene to reduce the amount of time
Let's depart.
spent if I have to run back. Oh crap. I forgot there were shadows up here. I 100% was not paying attention to the radar. I also find it interesting that the leader's not on high alert. This is not a typical treasure infiltration.
Three enemies all laugh at me. These pipsqueaks can't tolerate blast attacks. Fire is
Blast.
the perfect thing to use on them. Persona! Manifest!
I didn't need to use a single target.
Don't bother. Persona! There! That's one enemy immobilized. Finish him, Joker!
You make that look easy, Joker.
Come on! It's just these two and we're done.
Joker took one down. I gotta keep up.
Time again!
But can you use it?
Fortify spirit. Inflicted with ailments. Goodbye, fortify spirit.
Okay. Shadow eliminated. Let's go, Joker.
This is perfect.
Alright. This palace looks so cool.
Show me your true form!
There we go. A legit ambush. Whoa, chimeras?
He didn't see us at all.
That one was too easy to knock down.
I think I'm gonna try to
That
capture
was
this
too
one.
easy to knock down.
Or do an all-out attack like an idiot. Perfect. Wrong button.
Persona! Ethereal! There!
Good.
That's it, Joker! It's time to kill!
Alright, it's gonna make me get rid
I
of
guess
one.
that had to take a certain
It would be really nice to have access to the Velvet Room.
All
Oh, I
right.
had a free slot? Okay. Let me check the rest of his equipment. Yeah, he's pretty well set.
Looks like there's a safe room around here.
Oh, excellent.
It's a safe room.
So am I never going to...
Let's do
Don't
it.
answer this. But I'm just wondering aloud. Am I never going to have access to the Velvet Room again?
Now, let us depart.
Because I know this isn't the only dungeon of the DLC, so it would be really weird. Oh. Beesh, how's it going? Okay, what's in here? We can't get in, we need a key card. It appears to be some sort of authentication device. We'll need proper ID to proceed any further. Yeah. Auntie gave you the long greeting. There's no doubt that Maruki is up ahead. Make sure you're ready. Oh, been there, done that. Whoa. What is this room? It's like a giant auditorium.
Thank you for coming.
Exploded? How does a washer explode? Please tell me how an RBMK reactor explodes. That sounds awful. That's a terrible Christmas event. Did you do something to her?
She's only sleeping. I've never had any intention of hurting her.
Good evening, Kinder. Look at these creepy smiling faces on the audience. Whoa, Fish, what terrible luck that... I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Once her inner turmoil begins to settle, I'll have her remember her life as she wishes to live it.
You mean as
The
you
life that
wish her
she
to live it?
wishes for, huh? Call it what you like. You're merely brainwashing people for your own satisfaction.
I'm wholly aware
I
that
can't
some will
get
interpret
no.
my acts that way. But if that self-satisfaction leads to the happiness of thousands of others, don't you agree that outcome is for the best? If I understand correctly, you went and checked in on your friends this past week.
Spying on me, are you? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Because, like, if you got really unlucky, you could wind up with a wall full of ice. And that's not good. That's very not good. Yeah. I'm sorry, Peach. Good luck with that. That sounds awful. Like, what damage did you have to the drywall and stuff? That sounds like a disaster. I'm sorry, I know I'm prying, and I'm not looking to stress you out or anything. I've never heard of that happening before. That sounds terrible. Oh, that would stress me out so bad. I'm so sorry.
This reality is the one that they all wished for. Did any of them seem troubled by that fact?
Good. Luck in an unlucky scenario. Yeah. Yeah. If the hospital isn't involved, I don't care. Oh, what? Did your house explode? Yeah, whatever. Have fun with that. I mean, it still sounds awful. Some drywall had to be cut out. Just the water pouring straight out of the entirely full washing machine that we couldn't turn off. Ooh. Yeah. Not to play a Monday morning quarterback or anything, but could you just have unplugged it, or would it have just kept flooding with water? I'm wondering. I've never heard of a washing machine just choosing chaos like that and just completely going off the wall. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, wow, that's crazy. I mean, we had to have our shutoff valves replaced when we had our washer and dryer replaced about 5 or 6 years ago, and they had to replace the shutoff valves on that. Yeah, an open pipe. So it was more the pipe and the open valve than yeah. It was a failure of a couple of different valves that should have stopped that. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, regardless, welcome back from the laundromat. I hope you get that resolved soon, and I'm glad it didn't destroy your house.
This reality is the true reality. All you have to do is recognize it as such.
I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say Samsung. Samsung makes terrible appliances.
Once you do,
you'll be just
Whirlpool.
as happy as they are.
Wow.
Didn't you see it yourselves?
Oh, it's one of those old ones. Wow, that's surprising. The old washers, the old washer and drying machines are the ones that are gonna like be in the Smithsonian still working. Like they were built like tanks. It's really the new appliances that you have to be careful of because they're built to last like 3 to 5 years before you have to replace them.
Your friends don't just want to live these lives. They want you to choose this reality for yourselves and live happily too. Please, I want you to understand. For their sake, as well as yours.
Yeah. Stackables are fine. I find the horizontal, yeah, that sucks. Well, good luck, Fish. I'm so sorry, but in the meantime, at least you have clean laundry. Yeah, I think you've kind of already experienced the worst case scenario. Yeah.
Well, it's time.
If I accept Maruki's offer... Oh, this is another opportunity to get a game over. This is one of those F around and find out moments. First from Igor and then from Maruki. Okay. But our memories will be distorted to allow for the new circumstances.
For the sake of Yoshizawa-san and the rest of your friends, I ask you to give me your answer.
Yeah, Igor question mark? I can't accept this reality.
Huh? Negotiations seem to have broken down.
That's a terrible
I
way to
see.
spend Christmas. I'm sorry, Fish.
Seems we still haven't reached an understanding.
No. You're not serious, right? Please. I'm begging you, Senpai. Please let me live as Kasumi.
You can't live in denial anymore, Sumeri. Wow. Don't hide from the truth.
But why? This pain is too much. Why can't I just leave it behind me? Kasumi is gone forever, and it's all all Sumire's fault. I can't live that kind of life.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Please, don't try to stop me. If you do, then I'll...
Don't do this.
How stubborn. No matter what you say to her, I doubt she'll understand.
I don't think we have a choice in the matter here. I could take care of it for you right now, but you'd prefer her to leave here alive, right?
Yes, psychopath. I prefer you didn't kill her.
Just hurry up and end this.
Oh, it's one-on-one.
Don't make me do this. I can't stop this. I refuse to live as Kasumi's killer. Persona!
Persona! Ravage them!
Too slow. Persona!
Persona!
Yeah, right?
Not this. Persona! Go down!
Please don't do this to me.
Ow.
Persona! There!
She's gonna dodge or block this. No?
Persona!
I really need to give Joker a heal. This is the only one I've got.
This isn't it. There.
Sondrion!
That was fast.
Chimera! Asterius Figaro! Go down!
Sondrion!
Persona!
Sondrion!
Oh, she's all physical. What'd I do that for? That was stupid. What a waste of a turn that was.
Ravage them!
And that was an AoE.
Why are you doing this to
I am the smart. I am the smart. I am the smart. I am the smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R.
Rocket says hi.
Please, just leave me alone! Sondrion!
Oh, that's a problem. Can't see you. He can hear you.
You're mine.
This is taking too long. I'm gonna miss the farmer's
Here
market.
comes the death. Oh, she's hit charge too. I really need a heal. No, I'm gonna guard.
Please don't do this to me!
Persona! Go down!
Persona!
Do I do it? Do I? Oh, I want it. I want it. I'm taking the risk. Boom!
Why?
She was like standing right behind me, friggin' like waving like a dingus, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm waving hi to Rocket. I'm like, she can't see you. I know. And she knows better.
Looks like you lost.
Barely.
Why?
Our fight's over.
Senpai.
Oh, she knows how it goes. Ari makes it a point to embarrass me as a means of affection. So me calling her a dingus in front of everybody is not over the line for her.
No. I can't. I can't go back to being Sumire.
I don't understand what you mean. What? I don't like embarrassing you in front of people. Like,
See?
why, that just, I love you so much that, like, why would I do that? That doesn't sound like you mean.
Alright, that's enough wasting of the toilet paper,
I don't, are
please.
you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, shoot! Peekaboo!
Enough! Ah.
I don't listen either. Whenever he tells me to stop.
Alright, put it back.
There you go. Enjoy!
This is how a relationship works sometimes. Oh my gosh, this is so much toilet paper.
You have to keep it on!
I can't keep it on. You covered my eyes.
Well, then uncover your eyes!
I did. This isn't one of my regular hats.
You saw it all for yourself, Senpai. It's my own fault that my sisters... Why don't you understand? Please. I beg you.
Yoshizawa-san.
I can give you strength, so you don't have to suffer.
Doctor.
Tell me, if you want your pain to end, and desire to live as Kasumi, I'll actualize it!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I'm not up for no hentai right now. What?
Did he? Sadly, she has lost sight of herself. She's in pain. Now, be her guide, and together, escape from the nightmare!
No, I can't. I don't want to go back to my life in cinders ever again.
What the hell?
Exactly.
The so-called kindness of his disgusts me. Let's do this quick.
I refuse to go back. I'm happy here. This is where I belong.
I'll rescue you. The only way I know how.
It's gone totally berserk. We need to stop her persona.
Rocket would like you to check Discord, please. Discord. Ah!
Go away.
No.
No. No. No way. Nothing. Nothing.
I don't trust you.
No. It's between me and Pocket. We're besties. It's an official bestie business.
Uh-huh.
I'll take that.
Oh crap, I'm almost dead.
It ate the smaller one? What a pain. We'll have to beat it before it heals itself again.
None will stand in my way.
Saya Picaro! Reverberate. Oratorio! Feel my power. Persona!
Oof.
I will seize Persona! Ravage them! Stop! Persona! Manifest!
Akechi is very light on AoEs, and I don't like it. Come on.
Persona! Let's Picaro! Let us end it. I'll break them. Damn it. There's no end to this. Just what the hell is this thing?
I refuse to return. I will never go back to being such pathetic, soot-coated garbage!
You can't tell? It's her refusal to accept the truth.
Please tell me my teammates are back.
We can't afford to waste time on this shit.
Yes!
Here it comes.
I don't think so.
Damn it, Skull. I told you not to rush in by yourself like that. At least it seemed to work out in our favor.
I knew you'd be here.
Our apologies for making you wait so long.
Is that...
Akechi-kun and Dr. Maruki?
Yeah.
She's always trapped by... Why is her persona doing this? What in the world is going on here?
This is not the time or place to catch up.
So much of this shit makes no sense, but we'll cover it later. We've got to stop her first, right, Joker?
All right, let's get in formation. Okay, guys, leave the navigation to me. Let's push it back.
Unbelievable. Why did they come here?
I won't hold back!
Everybody's healed up.
Pretty
Excellent.
good.
Persona, let us end it. Feel my power. I'm done with this.
Advancing.
Persona!
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do the single target.
Persona! Impossible!
They block win. Morgana's gotta go.
Nice moves, Fox.
Out of my way!
What shit?
Stand down!
Joker's on the ground. Can anyone see
I
those
won't
real
hold
intense attacks?
Stand down!
Down.
Whoa!
I won't hold back!
What is it?
Okay, time for a
Let's go. You're mine.
How
Come on, we can do better, Fox.
All right, payback time.
On guard!
I'm running on empty, man.
Behold, a saucy, zesty masterpiece!
Ain't nothing better than this.
Get out, dumbass!
Here you go, my treat.
That did not do a lot.
Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
Thank you.
Michael! There!
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Come! Hold on.
Up to you.
Not
Fox
yet.
taking over. Persona!
Hey, that past firepower
Goemon.
even higher. Skull's on fire. Don't move around or you'll make it worse.
Time for this.
Persona! Let's go, Captain!
You sure showed me.
Counting on
Not
you.
yet.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go down.
Joker, that was awesome. Witness my skull. Done. To the front.
Can't end yet.
Persona!
I am thou. Goemon, strike!
Two enemies on the ground. Smooth one, Fox.
Get them.
Not done yet.
Okay.
Persona!
And we'll hit them with ice again.
You're mine.
And then we'll give it to Miko. Why didn't I get...
Persona.
I appreciate it.
I'll take that.
That's not fair. I didn't even get a chance to do anything.
Persona! Ravage them!
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
And then I'm going to pass it to Yusuke, and he'll get another one.
Mine. This is my other self.
Firepower even higher.
I will seize
I am thou. Die!
It looks like it's working. Just hang in there a little longer. Persona! No hold barred!
Let's go.
Persona! You're mine.
Two enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
What I should have done, evidently, it doesn't count for the one more if all you knock down are the same ones that are already knocked down. So I probably should have done single targets on these and then pass it to Ryuji for the double damage charge.
Goemon! I am thou. Goemon, strike!
That'll do it.
I can hear them. The bells of midnight are tolling. Now, my dream won't be. The clock strikes midnight.
Yoshizawa-san!
Alright, excuse me just a moment. I'll be right back, please. The answer is yes. Okay. I'm back.
You've all... I can't believe you've thrown away your happiness just to come here and...
The question was whether or not what happened in that clip is what went wrong with Thunderspooge. The answer is yes.
And how? It's impossible.
You're Dr. Maruki, right?
That's right. More importantly, why are...
Dude, what the hell's Doc doing inside a palace?
He's ruling this palace is what he's doing.
What?
Not only that, he's the one who's generated this whole distorted reality. Isn't that right, Maruki-san?
Correct.
All of this was done for your own joy.
Our joy?
That's right. I only wanted to grant your wishes. Each and every one.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Is that really true?
Huh?
No, never mind. So, you all intend to deny the reality I've created for you. If you want to fight me, then so be it. If you plan on changing my heart, that's fine too. But before that, I think there's still room for discussion here. Also, I believe taking care of Yoshizawa-san is more important than settling this issue right now.
I agree.
Planning to run again?
We can get back to fighting if that's what you really want, but I think you're rather exhausted at the moment.
You know what this dude reminds me of? There is, in Final Fantasy IV, one of the fiends of the elements is the fiend of fire. His name is Rubicant, and he's the honorable one. Like, before you fight him, he heals your party back to full health to make it fair. Maruki reminds me of him.
Yoshizawa-san!
There's still time. February 3rd. I'll hear your final decision on the 3rd.
2 days ago?
If your views can't align with mine by then, we'll have no other choice but a physical altercation. As much as I would loathe that, I still can't give up what I've started. What I swore I'd do. On the day I lost everything that mattered to me.
Ahaha. Yes, Doctor. Let's get to the heart of your pain.
I've lost his reading. I want to pursue him, but I doubt that's even possible right now.
Let's get out of here. Yoshizawa's gotta rest anyway.
I'm still just as shocked as I was when we first came here. The navigators returned to our devices. A palace is visible in our own reality.
Does this mean reality's broken right now or something?
Seems that way.
Something to do with Dr. Maruki anyway.
Hey, how much do you already know about this stuff?
I find it interesting that Morgana's original avatar is back. Like, not that altered one of Morgana as the cat. Tell them what I know so far.
So, Dr. Maruki...
He altered our reality to make our dreams come true?
Correct.
This is all too much for me to handle at once.
Yeah.
Apologies for the interruption. Mind if I interject?
That's right! Akechi!
Akechi's just gonna be like all pragmatic and just like, get over it, you sissies. Your pain is nothing but blah 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 blah.
There's no reason to be defensive. Had I wished to kill you all, I would have simply done so already.
He's helping for now.
So you're not here to fight us?
I've already put our feud behind me. Not only that...
But I've planted poison pills in each of your futures. Muahahaha!
Since he and I both refuse to accept reality as Maruki sees fit to make it, we currently have the same goal.
So what you're saying is you're using him.
What about the rest of you?
He didn't deny it.
Considering how you were all living your ideal lives in that other reality, until you decided to come here. Maruki seems to be telling the truth about taking your happiness into consideration. While his heart is distorted, he is quite different from the adults whose hearts you've changed so far. Now that you know his intentions, I'm most interested in learning whether you still plan on fighting him or not.
What do you mean?
I'm up against someone with the power to distort reality as we know it. The more allies on my side, the better. If we all share the same goal, shouldn't we join forces and improve our odds? I'll be going now. Be sure to consider my point.
Hey! Hey! Jeez.
Yoshizawa, are you alright? Oh, yes. I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble.
No, you don't need to apologize.
We should probably go our separate ways for now and discuss it at a better time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can... Oh yeah, third semester's starting up tomorrow, right?
I guess we're going back to school, huh? We still don't have any idea what we want to do from here on out, though.
We've got time. Maruki said he'll wait until February 3rd before...
February 3rd.
Let's really think it over before making our decision.
I didn't realize how far ahead of that was on the calendar. We've got so much time.
Yo, welcome back. Huh? I didn't know you guys were out together. Wait, what's wrong, Futaba?
Don't say it.
Sojiro?
Sojiro won't understand.
You mean Wakaba? Well, what about her?
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I happen to remember something about her, that's all.
I see. Okay, then. You know, I caught myself thinking about her earlier, too. Odd coincidence, huh? Well, I'm gonna head home for the night. How about you, Futaba?
I'm gonna stick around a bit longer.
You don't get it, Fix. The game is called Dodging Consequences.
See? Don't stay out too late, all right? The place is all yours. You've got school tomorrow, too, so get to bed at a reasonable time.
Oh, she's never been to school. At least not recently.
Mom really is gone again. Sojiro sees it that way too now.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened before we came to rescue you. We all ended up here at the same time after you left for Odaiba.
What was that?
Wait, you're...
What the? I'm...
A cat again.
Yeah, that's right. Why were you human, Mona?
Yeah, you're supposed to be a cat!
I am not a... Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I am a cat.
How did we never realize?
You know, we've got more important things to do than sit around here and figure out what happened to us.
That's right!
You said he was headed to Odaiba, correct? And with Akechi-kun?
We need to find them!
Once we got to Odaiba, we spotted the palace. You know how the rest goes. You were fighting this whole time, weren't you? While I was just bumming around town without a care.
Bumming around?
Deep down, I always suspected something strange was happening. Something wrong. That being with my mom was so much fun, I stopped trying to figure it out. But I've totally snapped out of it thanks to you. I'm all good now.
It's okay if this is painful.
Yep, no worries. I'm fine. With
Yeah, no, you're not.
school's tomorrow, right? You better not stay up late. You might end up oversleeping.
We've all been through too much today. Let's try to get some sleep.
What? You got something to say? You've gone cat again. A statement I've never heard her said before.
Hey, wait!
Hey, don't rub it in. I did it to help you, alright? Sheesh. All this trouble with Yoshizawa and Maruki. We've got nothing but problems right now.
Yep.
For now, we should all meet up at the hideout. We gotta recap the situation and hold a strategy meeting. I've been trying to wrap my head around all this, and it's just not happening. I can't think straight at all. I can hardly blame you. I'm still so confused myself. Either way, I think we've all earned a bit of rest. Maybe a good night's sleep will help us all calm down. You're right. Certainly, the combat has tired us out as well. We could all use some time to decompress. And on that note, good night. Yeah, there's no going anywhere.
Hey!
I can't even call Kawakami. Alright, let's go to sleep. Where they'll tell me I have the Velvet Room available again. Make everyone happy, huh? But even so... Anyway, let's think about it tomorrow. Please tell me I get the Velvet Room back. Please? Come on. Show me the loading screen. Yes!
It's been quite some time. We have finally succeeded in reaching you.
These clothes.
You have been imprisoned once more. This time, not by the god of control, but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future. However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bonds, allowing your friends to regain their own realities. You are on the verge of grasping a potential reality once more.
What does that mean?
Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough. It seems the time has come.
Oh. What do I do now? Yo, Daddy!
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take. If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
I like Lavenza, but I kind of miss a little bit the Caroline and Justine interaction. Like, I feel like the merging into Lavenza just turns them into Navi, and Navi is annoying.
Lady Lavenza told you that?
Lady
you have to tell everyone
Lavenza?
else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
I mean, theoretically, sure, Auntie, but, you know, I feel like I've been clueless more often than not, so I feel like perhaps you're barking up the wrong streamer. It's not the meanness. I feel like it's the dynamic social aspect to it. Alright. I'm glad Yoshizawa has had her mental breakthrough or whatever, but I miss Kasumi. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Debbie Downer.
I'm sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two. I genuinely cannot apologize enough for what happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that. More importantly, how have you been?
Physically, I'm fine, but mentally...
You're a wreck,
to be
yeah.
entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
I was more specifically thanking Fish for validating my position. And for the record, Fix, while I appreciate that you are here participating in chat, I do acknowledge that given the text of what you posted in Discord earlier.
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet. I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through. I have to figure out what to do with myself from here on.
Time's up.
I wasn't trying to poke the bear. I'm just saying I'm not trying to guilt him into staying. Happy New Year, everyone. You all did your homework, right? Next year's going to be all about your college entrance exams, so you'd better start preparing now. Oh, and if you cause any trouble, that'll show up on your transcripts, so make sure you behave yourselves, okay? Now, time to turn in that homework. Let's see, who's on class duty today?
Man.
Have you been studying? Well, not that you really had time for that. Oh, she grabbed something from the printer. Hang on. Okay, Fix, I won't. Is everyone rested up? More or less. My mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, but I'd still like to hear everyone else's take. I have to tell you all something. This is a terrible thing to say. It's like I'm keeping a secret from you. Let's meet at the hideout. Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha. Cool. I'll be waiting for all of you.
Hey!
We definitely need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza and cook up our own plans for here on out too. Oh, no questions?
We have to choose our own path, eh?
What? In what way?
Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We could accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right?
Correct.
That's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual for us.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do. Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki is actually doing the right thing.
No, he's not. Not everybody can get what they want. It's mutually exclusive. Like, you could be like, I want to live in a world that's all mine. Like, you can't do that when there are other people around. It's exclusive. But if you try sometimes, you might just find you get what you need.
But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace. If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, I'm gonna do it.
Come on, Auntie. No, don't be like that. It's the spoken word version of the Rolling Stones. What's wrong with that?
So somebody say something?
Something.
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in. That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
Yeah, but by doing this...
That means our next step is pretty clear.
This kind of introduces a little bit of a philosophical dilemma, though. Because by getting back the reality you want, you are denying the reality of some others. By doing this, you're kind of the same as the others. Check out the palace or get back in the palace. I wonder what I should choose. The same thing or the same thing?
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too.
Oh man, we don't have to fight.
It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
Duh.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff?
Yeah,
Why
if I
is Doc able to
accepted
do that
Maruki's
anyway?
reality.
I've been wondering the same thing. Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Good day. This is Lavenza speaking.
You have a cell phone? Lavenza?
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights.
The 5G now reaches into the Velvet Room. We did not know they were planning to install a tower here.
We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
What does that mean? Sure, that'd be helpful? Question mark?
Wait, how is she even calling you?
Thank
And
you.
how'd she know how high our
Ryuji
wills
asking
are?
the pertinent question.
Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently, she can hear you.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
Where? Where? The Velvet Room, duh. Meet?
Yes. Of course, your friends are also invited. As for the location, let us convene at your school.
At Shujin?
Wrong, wrong,
Wait,
wrong,
she'll be at the
wrong.
school? Lavenza will?
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
In that
wrong.
case, I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
I'm not sure what to make of it. But since we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to help us, I'd call that progress of some sort.
Let's just accept the help of this otherworldly being who somehow seems to have entered our reality.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
I don't think we have a
Considering
choice.
what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but...
Well, I think we ought to team up.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Are you sure?
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Akechi's not that strong.
If he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
Wow! Captain Bloodthirsty on the case here. We'll just have to kill him too.
I guess that settles that.
Let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I appreciate the effort.
Right?
Thank you.
All right, let's head home for now.
We'll just have to get some ice cream. And if we don't, I'll slit your throat quietly in your sleep. So, do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea, her wandering around in that getup? That's true. Hopefully no one gives her a hard time. I think she's figured this part out. If someone does, you better come up with a good excuse for her, Gilly. She thought it was Renaissance Day and she was wrong. I'll handle it. What will you even say? Your options are kind of limited as a transfer student. As opposed to if I was a... Wait, what? What could I say as a normal student that I couldn't say as a transfer? That doesn't make any sense. Just say she's your little sister or something. At any rate, I'm certain she would reach out to us if something were to go awry. That's true. We can put our faith in Lavenza, that person who imprisoned us and who we only met that one time. Agreed. Let us know if anything changes, Gilly. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Why would Lady Lavenza want to meet up at the school? It's not like she wants us to check out the... Blah, blah, blah. It's not like she wants to just check out the place, right? That is a good question.
I'll just add this.
No bet, Rocket. Now that you say that, I think you might be right. We'll find out. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Alright, I am back. I mean... I could, but I think you might be right, so I'm not going to. If I thought you were wrong, I would take you on the bet. Go to sleep, don't go anywhere? Yeah, alright, got it. Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. What's up?
No.
I was just remembering what happened that night. You remember, right? The night before we went into Mementos to erase it, before we dealt with Shido.
Hey!
Remember how I said I'd finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that, and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be a human. More than once I thought it would give me a chance with Lady Ann, but... what I did was just so lame. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. I understand why, though.
Wait!
Quit being so nice to me. If you try excusing something this big, I'd be more disappointed than anything. What? Okay, fine. Now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. I was locked up in a prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. Don't worry about that. You don't have to be cool.
Right.
Well, that's true. And after all we've been through together, there's no point in trying to act cool in front of you.
Listen up.
Know what? I'm gonna make you a promise right now. You are futabuing hard right now. From here on out, I'm gonna be more independent. I just kept relying on you for everything because, deep down, I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm gonna stand proud on my own 4 feet. And I'm gonna be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Oh! Oh! I am Stacked Zorro. I've discovered a new... No, my original power.
All right.
Diego? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Time to serve Maruki as just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over on us is like that is asking for it. Woo, that is a hard sentence for me to get through for some reason. Let's do our best.
Right.
Sorry again for all the hassle. You and I are going to be even greater partners now.
Let's turn in for the night.
All right. Miracle Rush, huh? A physical ability? With a high chance of critical. I don't want to learn this. Goodbye, Miracle Rush. Like, I feel like her specialist as Wind and Healer is good enough. Evolved a party member's persona. We did that with On earlier.
Ahem.
A new year is starting. You all look sleepy. What, did you doze through the new year? Was Shogatsu one big excuse to laze around? Good grief. Shogatsu's not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. We decorate with Karumatsu, Kagami Mochi, and Shimenawa in order to welcome the Toshigami deities. Good lord. Way too many Japanese names in that one sentence. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even Children's Day are meant to commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know it offhand? Alright, Takamaki-san. I'll bet you slept through Shogatsu. Huh? Oh yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Hey, Lady Ann is obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
I'm so unlucky. And I didn't even sleep through Shogatsu. Gilly, are you awake? Can you give me a hint? It's some kind of phrase about the gods, but it's a kind of abstract, right? What's this phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? I kind of want to go with how numerous they are. That's the one hint we were given, is how many of them there were. I'm gonna go with how numerous they are. Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? What's that phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto. I have no idea. I'm gonna go... It's one of these two. I'm gonna go with the 10,000. 10,000? I think it was more than that, actually. Okay. How numerous they are. So it's let me try again. The 8 million. Yeah, I think that's it.
That means...
So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods. Wow.
This is it.
Correct.
We call them that phrase, or the 8 million gods, though that number's not meant to be taken literally. The Yorozu. Please stop doing this to me. I can't take it. Yorozu is essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. What with all these traditions, you could say that these beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going!
Oh.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
Lavenza, how are you?
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
Let's follow it.
Yeah, let's go.
Jelly-filled bread?
Hey!
Chase it down so you don't lose sight of it. You're right, I should have. But it would not have surprised me for it to have been a teacher.
Oh!
Yeah, but that's like a Danish, right? Where on earth is it trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now.
For real?
The nurse's office? What's going on here? To be honest, though, I thought it was, as educated guesses go, it was a good educated guess. That's why I didn't want to take you up on your bet. That butterfly.
Anyway.
It looks like we're the only ones who can see it, and it seems like it has some purpose. It's Lavenza! Ugh.
Lady Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand.
I noticed she sounded a bit different, yeah.
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat. But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
Okay.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza?
You're just gonna sleep here? Okay.
I guess we should get everyone in here. Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Yeah, you're all wearing volleyball team outfits. Or athletic team outfits.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong.
I've heard that before, and I see it. If people think... If you portray an air like, I belong here, people will leave you alone. If you portray an air of uncertainty, that's when they wonder, like, are you supposed to be here?
I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
Atta girl.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
I've often heard it said before, too, like, if you want to look like you fit in, walk around with a clipboard. Because then you look like if you look like you're there to do something, people will let you be. Like, it's an interesting, it makes me think of Burn Notice. Like, just look like you're meant to be there. And people will just be like, I see new faces all the time. I'm sure they're cool.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Care to fill us in?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it.
I'm curious about that, but I don't know about the stand around and chat thing. I think chatting is dangerous. Chatting is when you get to the point where people start figuring out, like, particularly on the job, that, like, if anyone queries you about something about a job-related thing and you don't know the answer, you immediately are just like, who are you? What are you doing here? Like, that's a bad thing. Like, you need to portray an era of, I'm here to do a thing, I'm doing a thing, leave me alone. That's when you can get that's when you can get away with almost anything. Yeah, get back to work.
As well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
I actually left my last corporate job over a situation like that, like an incredibly toxic environment where, I think I've mentioned this before, like, they had like a mental health trail that they had built around the campus, and it was filled with like greenery and trees and pieces of art and stuff. And the CIO, who oversaw our department, if she spotted anyone walking that mental health trail, she would write them up. And for some reason, they let her get away with this. And it was that, and like the whole atmosphere of like, if you're caught talking with your cubicle mate or anything, like you would get in trouble. It was just kind of like, no, man, this is far too toxic. I don't belong here. Along with other things were what kind of convinced me, like, maybe corporate life is not for me. I say that now, having been back to a corporation for the past month. So that's interesting, but so far this has gone far better. It's not that the alterations he's made are the result of his... Oh, he's screwing with mementos? I thought it was gone.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it gone, though?
Wait. Don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Okay, I appreciate this hypothesis, but considering how I thought we were erasing mementos, how is this even possible?
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world. So his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan...
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still, though,
I feel like I'm not understanding this premise.
Even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such
I don't
as
understand
the
this
case
concept
with
of
him and
actualization.
myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
I am too smart. I am too smart.
Even if there were some kind of power that could affect Mementos. It's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
What? The god of control.
Indeed. The being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean?
They needed something else to cling to. Okay. I understand the premise. Like, okay, I'm trying to apply, like, real-world physics rules to this, and it doesn't apply. Like, there is a certain level of fantasy to all of this. I can't treat it like it's physics and it's all going to come together and make sense. Yeah.
So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
No, they needed something
No.
to cling to.
The Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
Because he promised them the deliverance that we couldn't deliver.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like that.
Is that really true?
It's most likely because
We wished for it.
What? After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
At the celebration party.
What about our counseling?
So was Maruki not in the base game at all? I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
Well, he was invited
There's no way of
in.
knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
Well,
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
Let's put an end to this.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred.
And that's where the lightning bolts are on the world map. Okay, this makes more sense now.
As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole.
They're like
Should
cracks
this continue,
in the world.
reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
The deadline Maruki gave us.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
You mean the palace's ruler?
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but...
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition.
To
He
obscure
most likely
himself?
learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
Because he still wants to help us.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well?
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
You know, I know that Akechi is a bloodthirsty lunatic, but it is still kind of nice to see this face from him.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well.
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own.
That's a smart way to go about it.
What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Correct.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
So I assume this is going to be the last palace. Oh, Sumeri was listening.
I just...
Yeah, I gather that.
Guess we might as well close up for the night.
But we thought Mementos was the final palace as well.
Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a... welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Almost is
Sorry
a
for
relative
coming over so
term.
late. And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
Sure.
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today, and, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About Maruki?
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence.
Yes, it appears that the game ends early February. So this next palace is the last. So we are actually really close to the end of the game.
Whereas I'm simply...
And in term, like, that is a relative term in regards to Persona. We're probably about 4 to 5 streams away from the end.
Like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
Speaking of, Auntie, for you specifically, I don't know if you particularly care about spoilers or not, but I am planning on starting God of War Ragnarok on Tuesday. So, just thought I'd let you know. A year-long game where he kills birds. Okay, just making sure. I still need to get it back from my neighbor. Do you still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this, but now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
I feel that way too sometimes. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've seen people play games that I had no context for and retain nothing outside of the conversation that we had. If it's a game I have interest in, I will avoid it because I will, like, in seeing it, I will absorb those details. Like, oh my gosh, Atreus, blah, 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 blah. Like, it matters to me, so I will take that in. If I have no context, I don't care. So I don't remember anything other than just I spent time with a friend that day. So, like, so I maintain a VOD archive on YouTube. I have for almost every stream I've done for the past 2-ish years and beyond. 3 years or something, and some of it I do for my dad. My dad watches some of them, but like some of it I do for just I don't really know. I just do, so I keep doing it. But I really wish I had the opportunity to rewatch. Like, I know Perm has played Hollow Knight and Dustin has played Hollow Knight. I didn't play Hollow Knight until after they both did it. So when they were playing it, I had no context to understand what they were doing or whatever. It was just hanging out with a friend. And now that I've played Hollow Knight and I love Hollow Knight and all that stuff that happened with it, I wish I could go back and see them play it again and get that further context on what they were doing. But they don't maintain VOD archives of their own. So it's just kind of like, all you get is the occasional clip, and it was like, man, I wish I could watch them play that. It is what it is. And it is entirely, I mean, I'll be honest, like, I've thought about before, like, why do I keep doing that? Because, like, my VODs get, like, 0 views. And of course they do. They're VODs. Like, who goes to YouTube to watch a VOD? Like, I've considered, even earlier today, I was considering maybe, like, doing some stuff where I kind of edited some of my videos together to make shorts and stuff, and maybe that would be a good way to like start drawing people into the channel or whatever. But like, I don't want to see artificial growth in that way. And I kind of look at it as like, you know, if the worst were to happen, like at least I'm out there somewhere. But Rocket is the one person who's used them extensively, where I was like, what was that one time she tricked me into saying fellatio? And she was like, oh, that was your Dragon Age Origins one. Here's the exact YouTube link. Like, she is the one person who I've ever seen to utilize my VODs in some way. And I'm happy that they're there. I really am. You know, it's work. I spend about like 30 minutes after every stream, like editing the VOD and getting rid of the AFKs and all that stuff. But it's just, I kind of wish more people had them, but I understand why they don't, I guess is my point. Anyway. Oh, where was that? I'm curious. Where was that? Anyway, I'm curious when I first met you. Curious! I don't know why my voice broke there. Mr. Wazowski! Now the Kasumi's gone. What should I do? Okay. You have to decide, not me.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai.
God of War? Really? Boy, I'd been streaming a long time before I met you. Like, I was streaming for a while before I started doing VODs to YouTube. I remember the first time I met Perm. JC raided me while I was playing Breath of the Wild. I streamed a playthrough of Breath of the Wild before I was doing VODs. My computer wasn't really capable of it back then. And, like, I remember that first conversation. And that's fine, I understand. I've been there, done that, Rocket. But it's interesting, like, to see how things change over the years, and sometimes how they don't. Anyway, I'm just getting nostalgic now, sorry.
But you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
God of War. Wow.
Let's reform society.
Rewriting reality. I would have never thought such a thing possible. I love this snow background. This is cool looking. I don't remember. Like, I was playing Breath of the Wild. This was back during the days. Ari used to complain about how much noise I was making from my desk. So I had it where I was streaming console games from my living room, and she would close the door. And so I had like a little USB hub that I could use to connect the Switch and my capture card and all that stuff back together. And I played Breath of the Wild out there, and I streamed it. And I had on my iPad, I had like a remote desktop Discord bot open so I could see chat. And I remember distinctly meeting Perm there, and like that moment. Hold on. That moment where you get, where you break open one of the, I forget, one of the palaces or whatever. It was those blue jail bars, and they like glow blue and explode, and I was saying how pretty that was, and Perm agreed with me, and like that's how I met Perm, was a JC raid. Yeah.
What else should I be?
Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a persona user. How does that make any sense? I know god modding when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? That makes Shido look small time. Yeah, then I guess so, Auntie. I can't disagree with that. Like the early times of me on Mixer and stuff, are a little fuzzy. I know I got started because of my WoW guild. Evil Monk was streaming our WoW raids on Mixer, and I was a little bit curious what was going on there, so I started following him on Mixer, and that's where I met Invis. And through Invis, I met a lot of people in the community from, like, I forget what it was called. It was like the Out of Mana group or something like that. And that's where I met, like, you. I met Perm. And it's just kind of evolved over time, but it's been the same. It has been, like, 60% the core group from then to now. Yeah. We need to come up with a plan. That's a good point. We should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Akechi-kun? I guess we could let him back in the group chat, right? Yep, that'd be quickest. Let's put him in. All right, I'll take care of it. Thanks. 1 month to go, huh? We better come up with a plan. That time is going to go by fast.
Let's do it.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside.
That's one of the great things about social relationships. You never know who you'll meet that changes everything. Like these little connections that we have through life. Like, I don't know. Had I never started streaming, I don't think we would be moving to Michigan. We'd probably be moving somewhere, but I don't think it would be Michigan. Like, it's odd how the little strings of our life come together to bring us to where you are. And I know, how do I put this? I know I don't have the most normal of social relationships. I'm not the kind of person who's like, yeah, me and my buddies go out bowling every Tuesday nights, or we go to a bar every Thursday and hang out and talk about blah, 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 blah. Like, it's not a conventional social relationship. But I feel as close with some of you as I do with some of the real life friends that I actually have. Like, we've hung out together for so long. Like, how could it not be a real relationship? Except for the fact that some of us have never actually met each other before. I've met several of my old guildies from the guild which is long disbanded. I've met, the only streamer friend that I've met is Perm for now. Wow. And that's still something. That's still something, though. Like, we've never met face to face, but I know Rocket's face. She knows mine. Like, we've just never hung out in the same physical space before. And that doesn't mean that we're not friends. We've just never actually been in an opportunity to give each other a hug, or in Rocket's case, punch me in the arm, or whatever else Mads has convinced her to do. It is what it is, but that doesn't make it not a real relationship. So yeah, I mean, like, it's really interesting to see how people come together over time. We did not have an opportunity. I've been at the Charlottesville airport twice, and in both of them, we were scrambling to make the plane. Like, there was no time for me to go outside and say hi. It was literally like, oh my gosh, we're at gate like A12. We've got to get to gate D15. Now I have to walk 3 miles. That Charlottesville airport is huge. I hate it. It's a nice airport, but it's way too long. Anyway, We are done with Persona for tonight, but it has been nice to go down this walk of relationship lane. I really do cherish each and every one of you. It has been interesting to be reminded of how we've all gotten together over the years. It's being renovated? Oh man. Okay, hold on. We're gonna call it a night.